Hello, I'm Paul from Bezla. The desire to run a successful, sustainable business is the driving force behind any hotelier or hospitality industry professional. In this program, I'm going to describe my recent conversation with the CEO of a nationwide group with around 1,000 affiliated hotels. He told me the line between simply getting by and making a profit in the hotel business is very slim, and it's usually just past the 50% occupancy rate. While there are few ways to increase the basic usage of hotels, there are some fundamental ways a hotelier can add 20% to their net income. We found that two basic principles, increasing revenue and reducing costs, have the greatest effect on the success of a hotel's performance. Firstly, how to increase revenue. Never underestimate the power of being pleasant, professional, and welcoming. Focus on generating and retaining positive social media reviews on sites like TripAdvisor. With a change from 50% to 65% approval rating, you can expect to see a minimum of 10 to 15% increase in booking rates. Offer your staff a bonus for hitting these positive TripAdvisor scores. Aim to increase by 5% a month until you hit a 100% rating. This will not only encourage your staff to achieve their potential, it will also create momentum, crucial to success for any business. Use specialty distribution networks to drive corporate bookings. Around 90% of corporate bookings come via these channels, yet they remain significantly underutilized. You don't have to be in a major city to succeed. Just about any location near an airport, a highway, or a corporate, governmental, or educational establishment can thrive. Make the most of where you are. Identify your natural customer and the unique quality that sets your hotel apart. Can you target a niche market and build from there? Secondly, what are the most effective ways to reduce costs? One of the simplest ways is to focus on reducing basic operating costs through greater efficiencies in technology and energy usage. Are lights, air conditioning, and heating running in non-occupied rooms? When I was an 8-year-old kid working at our 44-room motel, there was one man who often made the difference between profit and loss. I'm going to call him Chuck. Chuck was a very kind and quiet man in his late 70s, and he drove the shuttle van. Many of our guests were long-haul truck drivers, as our motel was a required sleepover place for truckers before they had sleeper cabs. When Chuck and I would take a donut and coffee break, he would often play an old guitar like B.B. King's Lucille and tell stories about the good old days. One day, when energy costs had started to escalate, my dad told Chuck that he now had the most important job, which was to become the motel's energy czar. From that day on, Chuck ensured that heat and air conditioning was turned off in all unoccupied rooms. He also made sure that the curtains and blinds were drawn, which controlled temperatures and energy more efficiently. Long before digital and the Internet of Everything, Chuck's energy management efforts saved the motel thousands of dollars each year, often the difference between loss and profit. Another way to significantly reduce your expenses is to increase cash flow by repackaging your debt at a longer term, though this advice may be best kept for when interest rates head downwards from their current position. Either way, make the most of the current economic and financial climate. Be cautious of succumbing to big brand franchising. It may offer big promises, but carries massive costs to an independent business. Franchise costs often amount to 15 to 20% of gross revenue, and corporate-driven PIPs can add another $100,000 per year in expenses to a small business while stripping away individuality. If you do want to brand your hotel, carefully explore all franchise alternatives to find one that will support and celebrate your individuality and independence. Finally, evaluate every potential action with this question: how will my decision either increase revenue or decrease costs? Ask yourself this question every day and you will be fine. If Bezla could help with your hotel marketing, visit our website at bezla.com or call us on 888 999 8086. Thank you for watching today.